Today's video is sponsored by our good friends at Famous Faces and Funnies, located in Melbourne, Florida. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. As well as our friends at Docking Bay 94, located in Boca Raton, Florida. Check us out on comicsandgames.com. And Ian's Display Accessories, the best figure stands for iconic Kenner Star Wars, Hasbro G.I. Joe, as well as these classified figures. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Codename New to Vero 2. Hi, I'm your presenter Shabu Are You, and today we're going to look at the G.I. Joe classified series that are allocated for the SnakeEyes origin movies. Now, just like the movie, I'm going in with no prejudice and just looking at these, in a different light, because I've been doing G.I. Joe videos for the past 4 or 5 years now, and I know a lot of people that are featuring this are just bandwagon jumpers and trying to get clickbait. So let's just give an honest look. And we first have the back of the box here. One is labeled 19 and 16. I just picked up the Baroness and SnakeEyes because that's what I saw at my local Walmart. So I was like, you know what the fuck? Mine as well. So I picked these up. The artwork, not too shabby. Features Henry Golding. A lot of people are mad that there's an Asian guy playing SnakeEyes. And, I've talked about the SnakeEyes movie extensively in other episodes of the channel. It's not as bad as people think it is. Just like the 12-inch guys, I think we need to be a little bit more open-minded, and as well as it being a first act in a bigger story picture. So let's crack these things open, pulling out my trusty Craftsman lock blades and see what we have here. And we're going to start with the Baroness figure first. In the movie, she's played by Ursula Corbiru. I don't really know much about her, but I think she did a good job. And the whole point of it is just to give you a taste, a bigger picture that's going to be of Cobra featured later. So for her to make an appearance and to just give us that little bit of a hint, I think it was nicely done. So we have all of her accessories out, and right off the bat, her glasses are going to be a pain in the ass. Those things are going to be lost so easily with this figure. And I like her side pieces, and she has her 2 swords and her Uzi there with the silencer on the end. And again, this is the big test right here, putting her beside all the other iconic Baroness. And I know people have been hating on this, and I don't see why. She fits right in, guys. I mean, I don't see really what the hubbub is about concerning this figure. And look, I have Jeremy Tinsdale's iconic drawing of the Baroness that I picked up at MegaCon as well. And she fits seamlessly with the other Baronesses. And that's what I like about this. Adds a little bit of that uniqueness that separates it from the other Baronesses. And I actually like that. Being a big fan of this character, me and my wife, I think that this is actually a home run. I like the fact that it is a little bit unique. And those things I look for. Yes, it's not iconic, whatever, but at the same time, it fits perfectly with the other characters. And of course, I'm bringing out side by side with the original classified Baroness. And of course, I'm going to pick the one on the right. But I like the fact that, the Baroness on the right, you can't lose her glasses. But the one on the left, they're going to have to keep an eye on that shit. I mean, that thing's going to be lost. And all new molds. I like this too. They didn't reuse any molds from the classifieds over to this movie classifieds. All right, next up is going to be the SnakeEyes figure. And again, I've heard a lot of bad stuff about this, but now that I have it in my hand, it's not that bad as well. And I like the fact that it includes Morning Light. And I think a lot of Marvel guys, old school guys, don't know that SnakeEyes' sword is called Morning Light. And ever since he died, Don Marino carries that sword, and Sean Collins actually carries Lesser Light, which is the other sword. Because SnakeEyes actually had 2 Arashikage swords that he was bestowed upon him. So that's a little history that a lot of fans don't know about unless you've been keeping up with the IDW run from Larry Hama. And, Henry Golding's head sculpt, I'm not going to use that, obviously. But again, this isn't that bad. And it has the 2 Chukchikas and from version number 3. That was iconic, and the big problem is, where the fuck do you put these things? I mean, he holds them in his hand, but he has no place to store them. So That's a big negative on this figure, but all in all, it's not bad. I mean, it could be better and it could be worse, but it's neither of those things. So that's how I look on this. And again, that's another drawing. And here we go, comparing him with the classifieds. My classifieds, I add a little touch of splash. If you notice, his grenades are silvered as well as his silencer. I did that, and I also added an Uzi on it. But I mean, if you switched parts to it, I could making an ultimate SnakeEyes, but I like his Morning Light sword. I think that's the big feature I like about this. All in all, I give it a C. Well, with that, I'm going to have Timber here walk you guys out. This is GIJoe Are You signing off.